Good evening, YouTube. Happy Sunday. Hope everyone's had a wonderful weekend. I know I have, that's for sure. But yeah, we're going to talk about Eddie Nketiah. Obviously, we loaned him out to Leeds United. He has absolutely smashed it for Leeds so far. I think he scored again for the England under 23s, was it? 21, something like that. I think he scored yesterday for them as well. He's doing really, really well since he's gone out on loan. Fair play to him. So yeah, that's all good. But we're going to talk about him and possibility of him being recalled back from his loan move. I'm going to go through some of the quotes in a second, if I can find them. Yeah, we have a deal in place to the end of the season, obviously, but there is an option in there to recall him in January. Now, whether we do or not remains to be seen. I suppose that depends on players that we've got and whether they're available, whether they're injured, etc., etc. If Lacazette gets a knock, or Aubameyang gets a knock, Pepe, Saka, players like that, I'm sure that we probably will recall him. But the club's managing director, Angus Kinnear, confirmed that the loan contract does have an option to recall him in January. That's pretty standard, if I'm being honest. Most loan deals do have that option anyway, if they're a year-long loan. He even confirms that. He says it's fairly standard in these contracts to have the January recall. But the decision is based on how well the loan is going. So if the players are playing, if they're playing well, and if they're enjoying their football and they are developing, which I think we can evidence in both Ben White and Eddie Nketiah's case, that you'd be fairly confident that they wouldn't be recalled to their parent club. He was then asked on the importance of Eddie Nketiah. Eddie scores goals for fun, which is a competitive process. To get that type of player is very expensive for a loan deal, and he's held in huge regard at Arsenal. And I think he is. Listen, the kid's a talent. I think we poached him from Chelsea. I think we got him for absolutely nothing from Chelsea. So he's a fantastic player. He needed the loan deal, and he's taken it with both hands so far. He then goes on to say, I don't think there's a safer pair of hands to entrust him than in Marcelo, the manager, obviously, of Leeds. It was competitive, but we back ourselves in those types of situations. I think that we're an unknown entity last year, and we've lost somebody like Harvey Barnes. Obviously, he scored goals, and we knew that we couldn't lose out on a loan deal for Eddie Nketiah, because it would make it a more compelling case as to why Leeds United's the best place for him. Eddie was the under-21s. They drew 2-2. He scored for them. So yeah, listen, that bodes the question: do we recall him, or do we just leave him to play? Personally, I'd leave him there. I think he should just stay there for the rest of the season. He's doing very, very well. I don't think he's quite ready for Arsenal yet. I think if he stays at Leeds for the whole season, then I think that he could progress. He could possibly be ready for next season, because listen, he's not the most physical. He knows where the back of the net is, that's for sure. We know that. We've seen that. But he isn't the most physical. He isn't the kind of guy that's going to have a wrestle with some centre-back and then dribble past him and score. He ain't that type of player. He's more of an instinctive, be in the right spot at the right time kind of finisher. And listen, like I said, I think he's a very good player. I genuinely do. I think that he's got all the attributes apart from physicality to play for Arsenal. He needs to bulk up on that. That will come by playing a full season in the Championship. It's not an easy league. In fact, that's probably the most competitive league in the world, because any one of about 12 or 15 teams can genuinely win that league, which is pretty mad. And if you look at the teams that are sat top down to the teams that are 10th, 12th, they're covered by a few points really, or anywhere from sort of 3rd down to 10th, the same. So, excuse me. So yeah, I think we should keep him there. And I think that he's going to continue to blossom into the player that we all think he can be. And it will only benefit Arsenal. It will only be good for Arsenal if he does come back, having had a whole season on loan. Now, Bristol, I think it was Bristol City were in for him as well. They're said to be monitoring the situation, that if he does come back to Arsenal and we recall him, they're going to try and poach him and get him on loan. They obviously wanted him. They didn't get him. He went to Leeds. And like I said, he's absolutely smashed it. He scored 6 goals for them already this season, which is pretty damn relentless considering he's only played in 8 games. So fair play to him. And like I said, if he does stay there, I fully expect him to be up there in the top scorers in the league. Whether he is the top scorer or not is irrelevant. If he can get himself in that top 5 in the league, maybe, I think that would be absolutely fantastic for him. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to stop waffling. This will only go on for about another 10-15 minutes. I'm going to have to keep it short tonight. Tomorrow, I will be back as usual. So yeah, we're going to keep this one quite short. One thing I want to say as well before I get into your comments and questions, a lot of people are asking me if I'm okay. I'm sound. Literally, I'm fine. I'm deactivating my Twitter account, and it's called Meltdowns. People thinking that it's because of the haters, it's because of this, it's because of that. It's nothing to do with that. I'm happy, I'm chilling, and Twitter is just not exciting like when I signed up for it. So yeah, it's just full of absolute clowns, if I'm being honest. And every day somebody's arguing. You see it all over your timeline. People are arguing constantly on that platform. End of the day, it ain't benefiting me in any way, shape, or form. So why be on it? Like I said, I joined it because it was exciting, and I wanted to keep in touch with football. Well, I can do that through this. I can do that through Instagram, and I can do that by Googling stuff. So yeah, I'm getting rid of it. So anybody who does want to follow my Instagram, feel free, League Under 82, and I'll be here every single day of the week for the whole year going forward. So yeah, keep your eyes peeled for me. Subscribe if you're new. Do drive the likes up. Not even 50 have done that, and over 200 people watching. But like I said, Vartan says my hairline's nearly as bad as his. Bruv, every time I get my haircut, it goes back another inch. So yeah, it's not good. Maybe I should start wearing a hat. Social media is full of drama. Listen, it is full of drama. But you know what? Like I said, the job I've done, and a lot of you guys know what I do, done it 21 years, door-to-door sales for double glazing. Yeah, social media is light work. I just don't enjoy Twitter, and I haven't done for a couple of years. It's just wrong. I just don't like it. Everyone's either thirsty, yeah, arguing, or just chatting absolute bollocks to get bagged by somebody by saying the most outlandish crap to another account. Fucking grow up, man. I ain't got time for that shit anymore. So yeah, I'm going to go and enjoy a life without Twitter, and I'm just going to chill on YouTube and Instagram, which I enjoy doing on both, by the way. Instagram's sweet. Love that platform. So anyway, big up Rabadam. I hope you're good, mate. Bring on United. Yeah, you've got United this weekend, didn't you? That's going to be interesting. That could be Ollie Solskjaer's last game ever, mate. Twitter is a waste. It is a waste. It is a waste. The thing is, like, football Twitter has changed over the last couple of years. Yeah, now it's all about, saying just random stuff just to get yourself a like. I've been on there today a couple of times, and I've seen people tweeting out that Emery's the worst thing that's ever happened to the club. I've seen people tweeting out that Ozil's a top 3 Arsenal player in the club's history. It's like, these people don't believe that. They're just fucking clowns. They're absolute clowns. And they sit there, and other like-minded clowns just go and like it and retweet it and share it. And it's just like, oh, well, that's not what I signed up for. In the last 2 years, it's gone rapidly downhill, and it's gone more down that road. Can't be asked with it. I'll just go and do what I'm doing on Insta and do what I'm doing on here. KSI or Logan Paul, are you going to watch it? I've got no interest in that whatsoever, Jeremiah. Couldn't care less, if I'm being honest, mate. Mike Dean in the building. I hope you're good. No yellow cards today. No red cards, please. Just let's all be chill. You're a good footballing mind, Lee. Shout out to my big puss from Cape Town. I think you're better than Robbie. Well, I don't know about that, mate, but thank you for your kind words. I do appreciate it, Yassine, I do. When are you coming to Victoria Falls? You never know. That might be very soon. That looks absolutely stunning, mate. And you never know. But it will happen. When it does, I'll hit you up. Ever thought of coming to South Africa? Or maybe I can do it when I visit Victoria Falls, mate. So yeah, that could happen. Imagine if Ollie gets sacked versus Liverpool. It'd be like the last year of Jose. Evening, Abamon. I hope you're good. But anyway, listen, let's talk about Eddie Nketiah again, which is why I set the stream up. Klopp sacking United managers since 2018. Thank you, Vartan, for that. I appreciate it. But what do you guys think? Do you think that we should recall him, or do you think we should just keep him out there at Leeds United? Personally, I think we should keep him there. I think he's done fantastic. 6 goals in 8 games, coming off the bench. Unbelievable. So yeah, I think he's done well. He's doing well for England. Pepe scored. Yeah, I see it. It was pretty much an own goal, but he did flick it towards the goal. Good work from Zaha as well. I did see that a minute ago. I think we should let Eddie stay there for the season, says Mike Bean. Well, I do as well. Listen, I think it'll only benefit him by staying and playing games in a competitive league against fully grown adults. So yeah, I think that can only bode well for him, but it can only bode well for Arsenal, because if he comes back from that loan and he's had a full season playing in an adult environment rather than an under 21s or under 23s or something like that, but a full adult, full physicality, that can only do him good, and he's smashing it. And if he keeps smashing it, he'll bag himself 20 goals this season. Keep Eddie there. Martinelli can handle as a backup striker duty, says Yeet. Yeah, I agree with that. Do you think he can fill Aubameyang's boots when he leaves, says Haroon. Not a chance in a million years, mate. I don't. Arsenal are linked with Torres, says Jeremiah. Yeah, I see that. I was actually going to do that stream, this stream about that, but I thought I'd go with the Nketiah one. Keep him at Leeds United, develop him, give a chance to Martinelli, says Abamon Highly. No need to recall Eddie, says Aoku. Hope you're good, mate. Spamming is a problem. Yeah, spamming is a problem. I find it hilarious, mate. I do. Zahara's also been dead this season. Zahara hasn't played very well this season. I can't even lie. He's not been great. I think Pepe's got better stats overall this season. Not that I'm a statistician and I love stats and all that crap. The only stat that matters is how many goals you've scored and then whether you won the game. It's as simple as that. True, leave Eddie on loan. Still only recall him if he is going to play, says DJ. Evening to you, brother. Hope you're good. Pepe has been 10 times better than Zaha this season, says Hacks. Eddie needs more game time. Evening, Tom. I hope you're good. I think the thing is, like, Leeds United have obviously got him on loan. They don't really trust him to start games, so he's coming off the bench. But every time he's come off the bench, he's pretty much affected the game quick, like within 3, 4, 5 minutes. I can't remember who they played the other week, but he came off the bench and he got the first goal. And that was in about the 50th, 60th minute, or 70th minute, something like that. Loan him to Man United, says Kenroy. Well, they need a proper striker, mate, because they ain't got one, have they? So that's not a bad idea. Should we recall William Saliba? Well, I don't think there's that option to do that, mate. Assists don't matter. People were sucking off Ozil because of his assists. Mate, when the assists dry up, it then goes to pre-assists, and then it goes to pre-assists, and it goes to one pass. Nelson should be loaned out in January. Evening, Ilias. Well, I've said that. Listen, if he don't step up, and he's currently injured, if he don't step up in the next few months, I fully expect us to loan him out. Do drive the likes up. 66 of you have done that so far. 222 people watching live as we speak. So do drive the likes up. Try and get it over 100. That always helps. Go and check out yesterday's video where I spoke about Lacazette with a link in the summer gone. To Zenit St. Petersburg. Apparently, we were trying to get rid of him for 61 mil. Your thoughts on United's goal of the month? Says Haroon. Did you mean month or season? Because I think Rashford won goal of the month, and it was the only Premier League goal they'd scored in the league, and it was a penalty. So he won their goal of the month, and it was a penalty. How that club have fallen. Santi contacted Emery about Torres. Yeah, I read that, Tyro. I read that. Nice one, Jeff. Good work. Thank you very much. If we get rid of Ozil, I want to sell, not to loan. Well, I don't think anyone will buy him, mate, if we're being honest with ourselves. So it'll probably have to be a loan. Who do you think has a higher ceiling, Eddie Nketiah or Tyrese John Jules? That's a good question, man. That's a hard one to answer as well, because we haven't really seen enough of John Jules in first team action, have we? So you'd have to probably go with Nketiah for now. But listen, they're both talented, very talented. Just got in, Lee. How are you? I'm very good, Evan. I hope you're good, mate. I hope you had a nice weekend. What a joke, a penalty one goal of the month. Yeah, penalty one Man United's goal of the month because it was the only goal they scored in the Premier League that month. Pepe or Iwobi? Pepe all day long, Adam. Do you think we should get Kai Havertz? And will we get him? Well, listen, he's a quality footballer. He's ripping it up at Leverkusen. Will we get him? Probably not. I don't think we'll go in for him, to be honest. Martinelli is better than both of them, says Jazz 32. To be fair, Wilshere would still be our captain. When's the next podcast? I genuinely can't answer that question. I'm not going to sit here and pretend I can. I knew there was going to be a Graham Potter one coming. Come on, bruv. Guna, we win. Oh, oi, Graham Potter. What about McTominay's goal against us? That's a good point. That is actually a good point. Maybe I read that thing wrong there. Maybe it was just somebody on a wind-up. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it was Rashford's penalty. Fabian Ruiz is a good player. He is a good player. I met Willock at the club on Friday and asked if he knew anything about the summer transfer. He said Guendouzi and Upamecano. He just said Matteo Guendouzi and Upamecano are very, very good mates, and then winked. Is that true, or are you on a wind-up? Oh, dear. Let's get Ndidi, says it's Satu. Oh, hey, listen, if we get him, I'll be buzzing. Evening to you, mate, as well. I hope you're good. Do you think we'll strengthen in Jan? I think we need a defensive midfielder. I genuinely do, because if Torreira gets injured, even though he's not really playing in his position, if he gets injured, we're in big trouble. Tanzania in the house. Good job, Lee. Big up yourself, James. I hope you're well, mate. I'm going to wrap this up in a minute. Come on, slap the likes up. Get it over 100. 250 if you're watching. So 17 of you who haven't liked it, please go and do that. It will help the stream, will help the channel. Nearly on 30k, closing in on that. So that's all good. Hopefully we get rid of Xhaka, says Lee. Good name, mate. I hope you're good. And I'd fully get rid of Xhaka now. I'd drive him to any airport he wants to go to. But random question, says Abmon. When Messi retires, do you think Barca should remove the number 10? All day long. Yeah, nobody's ever going to live up to that hype, bruv. Trust me. How many goals do you think Laka will get this week, this season, says Taib. Evening, mate. I don't know, 15 maybe? 15? What do you think of Thomas Partey? He's very good, Eddie's. He's very good. Right, listen, I'm going to get myself out of here. I'm going to be back tomorrow, so keep your eyes peeled for that. Don't forget to subscribe, like the content. Go follow my Instagram because I am deactivating my Twitter very, very soon. So go and follow my Instagram, LeeGunner82. Go and check that out and show that some love. Watching your stream is better than a.f.c. Mate, you need to change your chick then. But thanks for your donation, my friend. Very, very much appreciated. But listen, I'll be back tomorrow. Thank you very much to everyone who's been in the chat. I'm out of here. Laters, peeps.